Some of you may be pissed off by some of the things that I'm going to say during this video. It's not my intentions to piss you off. It's something we need to talk about though. And I don't see a lot of the more mainstream, more prominent figures in this movement, as my friend calls it. I don't see any of them say anything about it. Anything at all. And like I said, it's not my intentions to piss you all off. But if you are pissed off, if you get pissed off at me, there's a dislike button. And if you're subbed to this channel, there's a doorway. It'll be gray. It'll be on the lower right hand side below the screen that I'm speaking to you from. Click it. It'll turn red. You'll be unsubbed. That's the door. Don't let it hit you in your fucking ass on the way out. So the subject of this video is these prominent public-facing groups. Yesterday, there was a leak, you could say. Honestly, a leak is a bit of an understatement, in my opinion, regarding the group Patriot Front. And I haven't seen anyone really talking about this yet. There's this website called unicornriot.org or .com, I'm not sure. Yesterday afternoon there was an article released, and it is a huge article, and it is a ton of data. Data like membership forms, videos, pictures, plans. I mean, it is astounding how much information was leaked. It wasn't even an information leak, it's like the fucking bottom fell out. Now, I'm not making this video to rub people's noses in it. I'm not making this video as a way of I told you so, because I've said before, I've never advocated for any public-facing group. Public-facing groups, I have said, I think political activism and such serves a purpose, and I can't understand the urge, the need to join a group, to feel like you are being proactive, you know, and also as a way of possibly, meeting like-minded people. Unfortunately though, I've always been weary of groups, formal groups, because if you think about it, in the current climate, in the current environments that we're in, anything with a membership list is counter-revolutionary, as my friend says. 400 gigabytes of fucking data. 400 gigabytes. And like I said, I'm not going to link to this article. If you want to read it for yourself, you can find it. I don't want to give that website any traffic. It's, that website says that they are independent journalism and that they are funded solely by the people that read their garbage. This website is it's just the typical leftist nonsense. It's a left-wing media apparatus. I looked at some of their other content on that website. I mean, it's, they spew the company line. The company line that the elites and the establishment want the masses to regurgitate, you could say. But I have to say, this article, and it's really astounding. I don't know how fucking often over the last few months I've heard people say in our dissident spheres, our nationalist spheres, you don't know how fucking often I've heard people say, oh, Patriot Front has an outstanding vetting system. Oh, and they have the most wonderful and efficient OPSEC, operational security, in case you don't know what that is. People bragging about it. Patriot Front got a lot of hell. Some people, like conservatives, would say they were feds after one of their marches. Myself, I don't know if they're feds. I don't think they're feds. I think a lot of good guys who have gotten taken advantage of are about to get fucking caught up in a shitstorm. Especially due to this failure in their wonderful and outstanding OPSEC. I'm not going to say they're feds or anything. Maybe the leader is. I don't know though. I'm not going to accuse him of it because I don't know. And you know, if it was just the article that had been written and they didn't back it up with any of that data, I would believe, you know, that this was just a smear operation run by some leftist website. But I've read through the article twice yesterday, and then late last night me and some friends actually went through some of the data. It is absolutely astounding. You know, I hate to say it, I hate to admit it, but I believe the article, unfortunately. I hate to admit that. Because if you look through the data dump, I don't know who would be willing to go through and fabricate all that data. So these public-facing groups you see, what we have here is what my friends, they have a term for this, is what we would call Meatgrinder Nationalism. Join a group, get caught up, go to jail, get in legal trouble. Meatgrinder Nationalism. You see, I think the future of true nationalism, given our current environment, our current trajectory, the future is secrecy, the future is underground, and the future is clandestine. That's why last week I made a video about the Holy Vein, a secret society that worked to rid the criminal elements of Westphalia back during the Middle Ages. This is what the future is, at least with our current trajectory. And how often do we see that these public-facing groups, I'm not going to say Patriot Front was a honeypot, because I don't know. And I don't like making accusations. But this fucking group, part of that data, all that data, was pictures of them committing what will be interpreted as fucking hate crimes, vandalizing murals. You know, I'm not opposed to vandalism, and I don't disavow violence either, not in the least. Because what the fuck does disavow violence mean? I'm not going to get off on that tangent, but they have all these messages. They use some messaging service called Rocket Chat. I have never heard of it. Sure as shit would never use it, especially after learning all of this. All these messages between the leader, that Thomas Rousseau, and his followers, I mean, encouraging people to go across state lines to do vandalism. And you know, I'm not opposed to vandalism. What I'm fucking opposed to, though, is fucking taking pictures of your guys vandalizing shit. Taking fucking pictures and video? Are you fucking shitting me? Zero fucking criminal knowledge. You know what? It's like, and me and my friends were speaking about this last night. It's like these people have all this OPSEC. They talk about OPSEC. They have OPSEC regarding their online persona. Yet, in real life, they have zero operational security. Who the fuck takes a goddamn video of themselves committing a fucking crime? Use some fucking common sense and then have it fucking laying around in your fucking chat group. They said that the leader would want them to send video or pictures to him, you know, after they were done with the job. Why the fuck would you do that? All you would have to do, if you vandalize a racial justice mural, all you would have to fucking do is cut on the local news at the fucking area that you've done the vandalism in. That's all you'd have to fucking do. But no, we've got to document it, record it, send it to our leader. Zero fucking criminal knowledge. That's some real good goddamn OPSEC you got there. Meatgrinder Nationalism. You know, I've often thought too, social media, the urge to show off, that's going to be the downfall of nationalism. I mean, we've got guys here, a respected prominent group, posting their fucking crimes. Posting them, leaving evidence. It's just, what the fuck is this? No criminal knowledge whatsoever. None. Meatgrinder nationalism. Best way to sum it up. And then their leader, this Thomas Rousseau. It was said in the article that every week they had activism goals, do stickers, banner drops, whatever. Rousseau, it sounds like he had quite the grift, to be honest. Any of the members, they were basically shunned, scolded, punished in some form. If they didn't commit their weekly activism quota, I guess you could say, you had to buy your stickers, Patriot Front stickers, from Thomas Rousseau himself. He'd ship them to you. And this led to some cases where some guys wanted to make a cheaper bootleg version of the stickers. I imagine it don't probably cost all that fucking much to make a sticker. Shouldn't cost too much, I would imagine. I do understand inflation's high. But you had to get your stickers from Mr. Rousseau. And they were $45 fucking dollars. I don't know how many stickers this was, but you had a quota. So, it was a hell of a grift that the leader had. $45 per how many stickers, I'm not sure. You had to have patches, $5, $10. I read through it. It was a hell of a grift. You had to get everything through the leader. $45 fucking dollars for some stickers. $45 ain't a whole lot of money. It's a lot of money if you don't have any money, of course. But for $45, that's a tank of gas in my rice burner. For $45, this is toll ammo, 7.62 by 39. 122 grain, full metal jacket, steel case, made in Russia, 20 cartridges. Box of 20 cartridges is $13 at my local gun store. I could buy 3 boxes of 20 cartridges and still have a little change left over for $45 fucking dollars. That's a hell of a fucking grift you got there, Mr. Rousseau. Ripping off you guys. Making them record their fucking crimes and send them to you. Really, Meatgrinder Nationalism. If this guy wasn't a bad actor beforehand, he really, not too good of a leader, it seems like. And that's one reason why this video may piss people off. Because any leader that we foist up, or is hoisted before us, should be under a lot of fucking scrutiny. And some people will say that I'm being divisive, that I'm being, what the fuck ever. I can imagine what people will say. But, really, does that sound like a good leader to you? Does it sound like a good leader with our more prominent groups, who you have to get behind a paywall? You have to pay them some shekels just to view their fucking content. Really, what does some of these prominent nationalist groups do other than giving you a fucking panel of e-celebs to consume their content that you have to fucking pay for? Really? I understand. Like I said, I understand how people have this urge, this want to join public-facing groups for a sense of camaraderie, because there is an absence of community in these dissident and nationalist spheres of in real life community. And I understand the wish to being proactive. I feel sympathy for some of these young men who are going to catch hell over this shitstorm. I feel sympathy for them. It's unfortunate. And I'm starting to think about any of these public-facing groups. All it is a way for the leaders to fucking grift off of you, to take your money, and to encourage you to do shit, to catch a fucking charge, get in the legal system, get in trouble, you know, cause yourself a lot of unnecessary fucking hardship just for their fucking ego, for their grift. I mean, really, you think about it, what's a banner drop? What's doing a stickering? Even a little vandalism, painting over a mural. I can admit, you know, vandalism can be a fun thing. But you're fucking recording yourself doing it? Leaving the shit online? Yeah, that's fucking smart. Real goddamn smart. That's what gets me about the worst, really. Filming yourselves committing what will be construed as a fucking hate crime by the goddamn legal system, and you are fucking filming yourself doing it. Motherfucker, if I was out there fucking spray painting a mural, fucking up something, and some motherfucker next to me pulled out a goddamn camera, started filming me, I'd go over there, I'd bust that fucking camera, and then I'd bust that motherfucker's head. String that motherfucker up. Fucking snitch motherfucker. I don't care. In these public-facing groups, I don't give a fuck how goddamn good you say your fucking OPSEC is and your vetting system. These fucking snitches will infiltrate. They will worm their fucking way into your organization. Doesn't fucking matter. The bigger the organization, the more likely it's to happen. It's just the law of fucking averages. And some of you may get pissed off at me for saying all this shit, but somebody's got to say it. There's a very high incentive for the FBI and all these fucking intelligence agencies to infiltrate these groups. Don't you think that they're going to have informants swarming a public-facing group that's prominent and is as big in the news as Patriot Front? You're very naive. You know, $45 fucking for a pack of stickers. There's a lot of different things you could do with $45 fucking over and over. Fucking grift. And you know, I have a friend that I've met in real life. And I talked to him late last night, a little bit. And he used to be a part of this group back in 2017 for a little while. And he left it. Not just a few months after joining it, he said. And he confirmed that a lot of what this article said is correct. I'm glad for my friend getting out of it. He's an older man. He's got a beautiful family. It was very smart on his part to get out of it. He's seen the meat grinder for what it was. This shit isn't going to cut it. Posting your shit on social media to get likes, this urge to show off when doing something that should not be seen, that shouldn't be spoken of, it's going to get us all fucked. And it's going to get a lot of good, impressionable young men probably fucked over here soon. Goddamn 400 gigabytes of data. That's some goddamn OPSEC. It's either that this group was it was just rife, full of infiltrators and informants. I don't know how they obtained the data. Maybe they got hacked. I don't know. But I wouldn't doubt it was informants. Any big group, it's the law of averages. Many of you won't want to admit that. Read this essay by Bill White right here. Last half of the video. Read it. Blows my mind. But Meatgrinder Nationalism ain't the way forward. Maybe in the future, you know, membership lists, like my friend has said, counter-revolutionary, complete waste of time, just a way to get fucking caught up by the system. a system we hate, a system that doesn't respect us. And we shouldn't expect any respect or quarter from a system that hates us like this. Meatgrinder nationalism ain't going to cut it. The future is secrecy, it's clandestine. People may not like hearing that, but until things accelerate, until things, we are not in 1920s Weimar Germany. There are some parallels between our current situation and then. Honestly, I would say the United States of America is even much more degenerate than it was in Berlin during this time. But we haven't reached the level of economic suffering that Weimar had. In fact, I'd say we're not really anywhere near it. As long as the white man has his fucking television and a paycheck waiting for him every week, things ain't going to change. Among the masses, it's not going to change. Things are going to have to get much worse before they get better. I don't mean to be pessimistic, this is just how it is. And until then, you see, we can learn things from history, we can learn things from the mistakes of the past, but don't you think that the elites and the powers over us, they learn from the past too? They looked back, I think during the 20s, during that time in Germany, I think they realized, they pushed a little too far, too quickly, and, they about lost everything for it. Nowadays, it's like regarding the economic aspect of it, it's just a slow decline. Who knows, though? I'm not here to prognosticate. I don't mean to get off on this tangent. But lastly, Meatgrinder nationalism. I can't tell you what to do. You want to go join a group, public-facing group, go ahead. You want to go fucking get behind a paywall so you can consume some content from a panel of fucking e-celebs? Go ahead. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. But there are a lot more useful things. Don't let anyone tell you that if you're not active or join some fucking group, you're not doing anything for the cause. Fuck them dumb motherfuckers. They don't fucking know shit. There's plenty of goddamn things you can do for the cause just for yourself. Improve yourself. That's why I talk a lot about self-improvement on this channel. Get you a woman. Have you a family. Get self-reliant, Everybody talks about political activism. If you're not in a group, you're not doing something. Fuck them dumb motherfuckers. Meatgrinder nationalism. That's all it is. Thank y'all for watching. Bye-bye.